I am a blind bride, completely and totally blind, so how will I enjoy my very visual wedding? Grab a cup of tea and let's chat disability. And welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would share with you my 5 top tips to the ultimate non-visual wedding, as I'm going to be a blind bride. Really exciting. As some of you may know, my lovely fiance Ollie surprised me with an engagement ring in Tenerife last year in July 2018. I was ever such a happy girl. Best day of my life, on top of the moon, both of us were, and we're getting married next year in 2020. So there's a lot of videos coming, a lot of episodes of my whole blind bride journey, and this is episode 1 of it, so stay tuned for the rest of them in the series. My next video is going to be all about my wedding dress and how I picked it with Gok Wan, so really excited to film that. It's the behind the scenes of how I felt doing that. If you haven't seen Just Say Yes to the Dress, I will leave a link down below, but wait for in a couple of weeks time when I discuss that. But let's get on with today's video because it's also really exciting. Blind girl tip number 1, plan, 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 and plan some more again. Just walk around your venue. Your venue is everything mobility wise. I went round with my cane a couple of times. I went round with Olga, my guide dog, a few times. Mobility is key. If you don't know where you are, then you're going to have a bit of a sad time. Well, I think so. So what I really wanted to do for our wedding is have my reception and my ceremony in the same building, which is what we're doing. It's really exciting. I'm really excited about it. But if you don't know where everything is, where the tables are laid out, you're stepping all around the venue, remembering how many steps is to maybe the buffet table or the top table or the DJ. If you don't know those things, it's going to be really overwhelming when there's more people in it. So that's what I've been trying to do. Go to the venue as many times as possible and plan, plan, plan. Go to several different venues. Just really check out the mobility. Make sure there's a lift as well. I have a bestie who is a wheelchair user, so that is so important. We need freedom of movement, people, for all disabled people, for all people in this world. That's my true belief for everything, and that's not going to stop at my wedding. So that's really important for me, and I think it's really important on the day because I don't think I'd feel comfortable then decorating a room that I wasn't comfortable stepping out and sort of seeing in my mind. Blind bride tip number 2, you don't have to walk down the aisle if you don't want to. I have deliberated about this. Some weeks I say yes, I'm going to walk down the aisle, some weeks I say no, just purely from a mobility standpoint. Do I want to walk down on my own with my cane? Do I want to walk down with my dad and Olga? Do I want to walk down with my dad and my cane? All these different variations, but in the end I want to go with my dad and my dog. So, and my little Olga with her little flowers on her head, because it's just going to be so adorable. So yeah, that's what I decided, but you might want to put a bit of carpet on the floor so you can feel with your feet where you are. And also, why the aisle and walking down it was such a problem for me is because I don't get to see Ollie's lovely face at the end of it, and that makes me cry a little bit just thinking about that. So what we're trying to do is just adapt it. I don't see Ollie, I don't see my lovely friends and family smiling all around me, but I do have my dad's hand and my little Olgie's harness, which is really important. But down the aisle, I think I'm going to strategically place family members and they're going to sort of touch my arm, and that's going to be sort of a non-verbal communication of, yes, Lucy, I'm smiling for you, I love you, I'm here for you, and Ollie, I'm supporting you. And that's going to be my version of a smile, which I'm really looking forward to. And then obviously I get to hold Ollie's hands and he will kiss the bride, so that'll be lovely. But there's always different options of walking down an aisle. Just please remember, you don't have to do the same thing as every other bride or groom does. It's just up to you. It's what you want to do, what you feel comfortable with, and what's accessible to you. Blind bride tip number 3, it isn't always about the visuals, and no matter how many family members say, oh, you're going to look lovely here, or this is going to look lovely, it's about how you feel. It's about the food. Me and Ollie are massive foodies, so this really helps anyway. We're going to go, well, we've been to some taster sessions. We're going to go to our final tasting session with our caterer soon in October. So we're really excited. I will vlog that for you if you're interested. Write in the comments down below if you are. But we're going with Italian. Really lovely food. Both me and Ollie love Italian, and it can be a little bit bougie. Ooh, a little olive there. Ooh, a little bit of bread there. A little bit of spice there. This and that. Really excited about it, and we've got a lovely woman who, it's a family run business, and that's what's really important to me. The story behind things, Journo Lucy coming out there, but it's really important to like the people that you're working with and really just choose the right food for you. Make sure that maybe it's not that sloppy. That was a priority for me. I don't want to be like going all the way around my plate, having sauce all down my chin, like, oh guys, take a snap on the blind bride with all the sauce down my chin. You know, that's fine if you want to do that, but I don't think I'm going to go with massively saucy things, or making sure I have a spoon instead of a fork. That is my go-to. Also, I wanted to make sure that we weren't having a buffet. It's quite a visual setup, a buffet, having to go up to the table, you know, serve all my food, and the dishes might have moved around from different people before me, grabbing different bits of food. I'm like, oh, I don't want that stress, you know. I'm already thinking about all these other things and stepping out the room and thinking about where I am. Don't need the extra stress of the buffet. Just gonna get a waiter to bring it to us. Nice anyway, quite a formal setting, lovely Italian spices and herbs. Also, some other ideas, non-visual ideas, are to maybe blindfold all of your guests, something that we're sort of toying with while they're eating their food, sort of like a non-visual take on what I go through, and maybe while we're doing the speeches, so it's all about the emotion, not the visuals. We may or may not do that. I'll keep you updated. Maybe some finger food, that might be quite nice. A little bit of, ooh, breadstick there, and ooh, dip it in the hummus. You know, never know, might be a good shout for you if you're not that confident, you know, feeling around your plate and sloppy food, as we said. Think about the smells and all the drinks you want, and all of maybe the twinkly lights if you have got a bit of light perception like myself. Just think about all of the things that mean something to you. Think about what you're wearing a lot more, maybe the tactile feel of it. You can enjoy this day like everyone else. You don't have to have the same priorities. Just because we can't see doesn't mean we don't love a wedding, a good drink and a good laugh with some friends. Just ask yourself, what do you want around you that you can smell and touch, and that will be a great day for you. Blind bride tip number 4. You might not want a photographer. Yep, I said it. Everyone has a photographer at a wedding, Lucy. What are you even saying? What are you even uttering out of your mouth? Yes, you might not want a photographer. If you have no usable vision, like myself, a photographer isn't really of much use to you. It's kind of, you know, you could take it or leave it. Because I do have a sighted husband-to-be, and I hopefully will have children in the future with that husband-to-be, they might want to see my wedding photos, and I want them sort of stuck around my house for that purpose. And in my brain, knowing that they're there is quite a nice thing. But you could just have videographers. We are going heavy on the videography because I don't really have a guest book. Well, I could have a guest book, but what would be the point, because I can't see people's writing and I can't see people's photos. So what we're doing is a video booth. I don't know how we're quite doing that yet, to be confirmed, but we're definitely doing it, and that's going to be our version of a guest book with all of our guests going into the video booth saying, hi Lisa, how are you? We love your dress, or we love this about the day, and I'm so excited. And then we can have that on a USB in a little box with a ribbon on our mantelpiece forever, and it can say guest book in braille, or like guest USB. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but it's going to be cute and I'm really excited for it. But it just goes to show that you don't need photos to make memories. You can have videos and audio to make you feel like you can relive that day over and over again. Also, if you are going to have photos, make sure to have a really good relationship with the professional who is taking the photos. I always think it's really valuable that they can just go, oh Luce, you're not looking at the camera, come on, look, and I get people to click, and then I hopefully look a bit more, and I think that's really important. I want a bit of banter when people are taking me photo. Blind bride tip number 5. You will need to give notice if you are in England. with a longer appointment if you're blind, and I only found that out yesterday. So with the registry office, they rang me, you give notice if you're getting married, and I think it's around £40 each. You go, you have your rights read to you, / you read your rights, and you sign to say, you know, you're not related and, you know, all that good stuff. You're not being forced into marriage. And I think because I'm blind, they want someone who I bring, like an access worker or a family member, to come with me and read my rights. So, because apparently Ollie can't read them because that would be forcibly marrying or something. Bit complicated. I laughed at the time. But apparently you do need a bigger appointment, so just make sure you pencil in some time, because usually it's about 20 minutes each, but I think mine's 40 and Ollie's is 20. So yeah, interesting fact that we didn't know. So everyone, those are my top 5 blind bride tips for now, but don't worry, I know you're on the edge of your seats. We've got so many more episodes of blind bride wedding adventures to come. Don't worry, I need one more. We're gonna do some more videos. You're gonna know about my dress, my shoes, my venue, everything that you can think about. Anything that you want to know, write down in the comments down below. I'm gonna film it. I'm really excited to bring you along. I haven't actually done a deep dive into my personal affairs with you guys ever before on vlogs, that much anyway. So I'm really excited to let you in, let you share. The Blind Bride series, I'm just so excited about it. So yeah, I hope you are too. As I said, my next episode is my feelings about my dress and how I picked it on Just Say Yes to the Dress with Gok. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you very soon for a new video. Bye!